there's a VThor token. It's the fee that VChain uses. So it's kind of genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's 0.003 cents right now.
Okay, so now we're live. Um,
Okay.
cool. I see you promoting the competition. That's good.
What do you? Well, I would like for all of them to be interoperable with each other.
Yeah.
Because
So,
if they can all just connect
hmm
and just be one system, it would be beautiful.
I don't know if you've noticed.
I would like everybody to win.
Mainly the out of the U.S. coins have actually been increasing as of lately. If you notice, most of the ones that are basically only allowed here have gone down. I was looking at my wallet. Actually, the CRO, which is
Who's
based on
that?
here, that's Crypto.com's main coin. Um,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's actually gone down while the European coins have actually gone up. Um,
Now, when you say European coins, which ones are you referring to?
so, like you're saying, like you're saying, that one's originally European, right?
Okay, so for example, like Stellar as well, since they're
Correct.
kind of based out of, I mean, they're basically within Ukraine. They have agreements with Ukrainian banks.
So I'm looking to here, and they've removed most of it. If you notice, there has been a lot of silence because they don't want to promote the Ukrainian thing. I'm looking through the
Yeah.
news. There's it's not much, but last week there was like at least 20 articles on my feed saying Ukrainian or fund assist fund or something like that increases crypto flow or something like that in Europe. I was surprised because they usually don't.
Well, I mean, you can just go right here and go to Google,
All
and you
right.
can just type in XLM Ukraine and CoinDesk. They're pretty legit. I mean, they've been around for a while, and they'll just explain what the Ukrainian government is trying to do with certain cryptos.
See right here, for example, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if you can see the article. Ukraine defy, and this is the next leg. Can you see the article or not yet? Not really.
I see. I just see you right now. I
Okay,
just see
let me
you.
see if I can pull it up. Shit. There we go. Cool. Okay.
And that's one of the things that before this war even started, this was known like 2 years ago
Yeah.
that the banks in in Ukraine they've been trying to use CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, aka cryptocurrencies, to for retail and bridge currencies and for basically everything.
So,
And then all these things happen and it just kind of looks bad for crypto because all these cyber attacks now. But it's just like in the past when the phone companies were telling you not to buy certain cell phone stocks, they just didn't want them to succeed.
yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to see.
CoinDesk is pretty good. They have their business tech policy. They have TV, video, podcast. I mean, I personally get a lot of it from Twitter. They post a lot of feeds on there, a lot of info pages.
For example, Stellar right now. It's this first time that I've seen it go down. Um, I'm
Well,
looking
I'll tell
at.
you something about Stellar, man. I bought Stellar at 4 cents.
hmm
I held it all the way to 60 cents.
Yeah.
I sold at around 50, and now I just kind of I use it to get 4% cash back on everything. Stellar is quite amazing because there's really no transaction fee and it gets to you in within 30 seconds. Ethereum is great if you. I feel like Ethereum is great if you already have the money to spend on gas fees, but I like these instant payments ones because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, just being free with your money, not having to pay just to use your money. Because banks, they charge you a shit ton. I mean, you want to use something that's just quick. Okay, I just sent Santiago $20,000 and it cost two pennies, and nobody had to bother us about it.
Another
Boom,
one
that's
that
it.
I've seen increase a lot, and and I actually invested on this one out of. I remember I told you I was like, let me invest on it, just to see how it
Yeah,
goes, right?
yeah.
Another
Which
one
one
was
was that?
Solana, and I don't,
Oh, Solana.
Yeah, look right here.
Solana, beautiful, man. Yeah.
It,
So around what price did you buy?
I believe it was around $60,
Really?
and now it's at 100 and something.
That's a beautiful return, bro.
In the past, just in the past week, it's gone up for
You wanna eat
37.
it, Bebito?
Huh?
You wanna eat?
In a little bit. Then back. Okay. So yeah, if you
I don't know
see,
too much about Sol. I do know it's done crazy, crazy, crazy numbers in the past year or two. I know Terra. You see Terra Luna down there as
yeah,
well. That's actually a big one. A lot of guys I follow talk about. Like I said, I don't follow a lot about Terra Luna or Solana, but I know they're great projects because obviously, the price there speaks for itself. And they
yeah,
have low market caps too, man. I
and
mean, you see Shiba Inu right there, that market cap. How many Shiba Inu exist? Like a trillion of them?
yeah.
And then
So,
you have Solana and Terra, which not even close to that.
so they're not letting us see the numbers. Well, yeah, but
Have
over
you
here.
layer two for Bitcoin? Layer two?
See this one? I don't think so.
Okay, let me see something.
Cause I'm looking at it right now, and Shiba. Actually, I invested on that one because it was one of the ones popping up in my feed. When I downloaded the Coinbase app, it was one of the ones that it
Yeah.
was showing mainly on my feed. It was like, hey, this is the one
I
to
ended up
buy.
getting the $10 because of you when you signed up.
Oh, hey, yeah. So
Yeah, I was like, it messaged me, your friend signed up. Here's $10 of Bitcoin, and I was like, oh hell yeah.
I think do I still have mine? Let me check because I don't know. I literally haven't invested in Bitcoin. That was one of the ones that I decided to stay away from because, like you said, it is already big enough that if it plunges at any moment,
Yeah, you're kind of screwed,
yeah.
and
So
you
let me
and
see.
you have to have money already.
Shiva. Whew, I have nine. I think. Yeah. I have 973,123 with 20.24
Damn. What is that about? How much is that
Shiba.
in US dollars?
That is $23.98.
You see, man, that's the beautiful thing about crypto. Yeah, I can easily go to a beautiful number if you hold it long enough. You'd be surprised, man.
So it says Shiba is a ERC with 20 utility token
Yeah,
compliant with
freaking
Ethereum
good,
network. So it
good
works
one.
with Ethereum. That's the best part. So it can
Do
use
you
first.
know the founders and the creators of Ethereum, Vitalik, and I forget the other guy's name. I believe it's Joe something.
Really haven't looked into them. That's why I wanted to also
You
bring into
need to,
this.
or if when you have time, look into the meetings they've had with the SEC because it's not only important to follow these crypto prices. It's important to follow the creators of these crypto projects because, for example, when something like, let's say for example, Visa has done a trillion transaction in the last 50 years, and we can say Ethereum has done close to that in the last 3 years, and the creator of that is a powerful person, and you got to see how the type of meetings he's having behind closed doors, and so far they're not good meetings. And that's one of the things about crypto is that a lot of the times these prices go up and down according to how these whales that have cryptos, because there's plenty of charts that show which wallets have
Yeah.
the most amount of crypto and what they're doing. And it always seems to be according to what the owners and creators are doing with crypto. I don't know if you heard buy the news, sell the rumor, or buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, one of those. But Vitalik and Joe, they're not the most honest guys. They know they're selling the security. They decided to uh, just go along with the SEC and sue other companies which have not been doing anything wrong. And that's why the prices have been plummeting because if you look right now, they're trying to say that some cryptos are securities, some are not, some are commodities, and that's detrimental to crypto because it's all about decentralization. And when the SEC can say, "Oh, you can do this and you can't do that," it just goes out. It's gone. The whole point is it just goes out the window. The whole point of crypto is just gone. If they can just tell us, "Oh, this is this and this is that."
Let me
So when
see.
it comes to Vitalik, and no man, they're not the best of guys.
Yeah, let me see. I think there's a lot of
They had a funding round. So just look up Ethereum funding round, and you can see how Vitalik explained how Ethereum funded their campaigns and how they did all that. And when you are doing that, for example, if you have a company and you do ICO, that's basically a security. You're telling people, hey, you buy this coin with this company, it's gonna go up in the future. Just go to videos.
per press
Look up
release
Vitalik.
Ethereum and
Look up, yeah,
second.
yeah.
See right here. Okay, so Ethereum
And
L2.
so the thing is, yeah, it's okay to raise $50 million, but
Yeah.
they how they did it is a security. They were using ETH, the token ETH, to make Ethereum better. So that they're offering that token as a promise that you got to pass the four problems of the Howey test, and they pass it perfectly. They're a security.
Okay.
So things like that you just have to be kind of iffy about because if some people can do it and others can't, that's really never worked out in the past. And now the company is worth 2 billion. That's beautiful, man.
Let's see. One of our most important capital one of our most important ventures capital firm in the finance sector, Sequoia Capital has helped the companies such as Google, WhatsApp, and Apple to achieve their success. The partnership with Starkware began in 2018
Yeah.
and first took part of the Series A. So they're so
You
mainly
know,
like you're saying, there's the big parties that are taking this. For example, like they're mentioning Google, WhatsApp.
oh, 100%.
We know WhatsApp is part of Facebook now, and
Have you heard of
it's
H bar?
I haven't.
Okay, dude. Just because you're talking about Google, H bar is a cryptocurrency. They use a gossip protocol. It's basically a hexagon model where information gets passed through a hexagon shape, and it just passes information. It's just H bar. It passes information through a hexagon shape with rumors and gossip. That's just the terminology they use. But Google, IBM, I just look at H bar and partnerships, and right there on the H bar page, you'll see
There
that
we go.
uh, Google, all T-Mobile, Qualcomm, all these huge and it's only about 20 cents right now. I remember buying some about 8 cents. Yeah,
So
you'll see the partnership. You'll see the partnerships on there.
okay,
They're
let's
somewhere on
see.
there.
Yeah, they usually have to list them in a certain point on their website, correct?
Yeah.
Cases, network, media, press, blogs, podcast. They even have it on mine. Hey, we're gonna have to deal with people doing podcasts about us. Partnerships. There we go. See the. They don't list them. What the hell? Align chain service now. I've heard of
Did you
them.
search up Hedera Hashgraph? It's Hedera.
Probably misspelled it. Let's see.
Literally, because I'm on the page right now, and as soon as you scroll down, you literally the first thing you see is Google, LG, Ubisoft. It's Hedera Hashgraph. Hedera Hashgraph. Their crypto name is HBAR. Look
Yeah,
up Hedera.
I was on their website. Let's see. Where
Okay.
did you see that?
No, you're on the wrong website. Hedera.com. 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 It's Hedera Smart Contracts 2.0, and smart contracts are just beautiful, beautiful. I mean, that's smart contracts is really what you want.
Oh, right here. Cool.
There you go. Yeah.
So LG, one of the big players actually, we noticed on crypto. They
Yeah.
removed themselves from the cell phone market because they were losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the biggest names that you're gonna see in cryptos. I have seen them involved in Dogecoin.
Mhm.
Um, heard of them dealing with Ethereum, but I haven't seen anything yet from them.
Yeah.
Um,
10 times faster than blockchain alternatives, carbon negative, always predictable gas fees, smart contracts that, a lot of people that were skeptical in the past when they were introduced to smart contracts, that's when they kind of really jumped in because that's just the best way to confirm on the blockchain is through a smart contract.
look, but see, and this is how you see that crypto's being used now by everybody,
Hmm.
and
And
people
if
are
you
saying,
scroll down a little there, scroll down a little there, and then you can see how it compares to Bitcoin, Ethereum.
yeah,
Just keep going down a little. So, for example, that TPS is transactions per second. A lot of times, you can do Ethereum 12 transactions per second, Bitcoin 3 transactions per second, 10,000 transactions per second. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. So, you know, you have countries adopting a Bitcoin model, but you have these private companies, entities adopting these models which aren't even making headlines.
yeah.
I mean, the thing is that you just wish they would just tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, Google just bought this crypto." That's kind of the one I would want to go with. And that's how I see it because why the hell would they waste their money buying it or just even being on the main page of the website? And the numbers are right there. Numbers never lie on any chart or on any scale.
If you notice the fees,
And
also, one of the main
beautiful.
things that big companies do in order to deteriorate the people who are going to sell it from buying it, or people even just buying it, is the fees, right?
Hmm.
Um, mainly, let's say you buy into something, you're less prompt to sell it before you make your money back, right?
Oh yeah.
So I believe that's one of the big things. And I was watching this podcast yesterday from somebody else. Um, they were saying that their fear is leaving before making their money back, and that's what was screwing
Exactly.
them in the ass. Because they whenever they made their money back, and out of nowhere, like the big guys pull out,
Yeah.
they're back at zero. So
It's happened to me plenty of times.
um, it's a big point that a lot of guys are making, and something that
Take
cryptos
profits
like
when
this
you
will
need
actually make
to.
it worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of gives you hope that they're not just gonna shut it all down, because sometimes it just seems that way.
Yeah.
But looking at
Uh,
the protocol, like if you really want to get a little deeper into it, you have to. Every one of these are gonna have something called a white paper, and that white paper is basically basically explain exactly how the protocol and the crypto works, how it's gonna work in the blockchain. I would imagine it's in devs and in docs. It's called the white paper. Sometimes the white paper is super long, but it's really worth reading because it gives you an understanding of what you're putting your money into.
Now, if you notice, whenever you continue to go down, smart contract services, token service, create your own token with NFT. So now, like you were saying a little while, I don't know if I remember correctly, you told me NFT is gonna be there for right now.
What's up? I didn't hear you.
I don't know if you remember telling me that NFT was gonna be there for right now, but it's not like a thing you would see going into like for a long run, correct? Or I didn't hear right. I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, you're asking about NFTs?
You were saying because you see how they're now. It's saying that now use your tokens,
Yeah.
mint and manage your profile and non-refundable tokens,
Yeah.
with Hedera, a form of application payments,
Yes.
governance and digital compliances. And then it
Okay.
says create your own token or NFT. So that they're bringing it all together. I believe NFTs are going to be there in terms of like, hey, you can buy this.
I think NFTs are here to stay. It's I think it's digital art. As long as we have technology, I think NFTs are they're gonna be a huge part of it. I'm surprised that Hedera. I'm trying to get back on the main page. I'm surprised that Hedera is gonna win the NFT game, but it's smart that they are. Let me get back to the
It, it's
page.
it's like it's a big savings platform. In terms of like NFTs, I believe they're gonna be like used more of a savings platform because
Yeah, that makes sense.
you're not
You
gonna
know,
be looking to spend
put a
that.
couple million in the digital art,
Correct. So you're gonna be looking
and then
to.
you can't tax it if you just have it on there and you never sell it.
Because I went to my tax guy, right? I
Yeah,
told him, hey, crypto, uh, NFTs. I have a couple of them. He's like, hey,
yeah,
don't even bother thinking about it if you're not gonna sell it.
yeah. No, and even then, you can set up trust lockups for yourself so you can stay safe and never sell it. And I believe with some of these investment companies, if you hold it for 10 years, they don't tax it or something. And if you take it out when you're 65,
Yeah.
they don't tax it ever. So, I just like to think that far ahead because you're gonna be 65 no matter what. And a lot of these things, you can lock your money up till you're 65, and you won't ever get it taxed. That's 40 years from now, dude. That's nothing, man. That's right there, And dude, just the Dow Jones, Apple, Tesla, like in the past 20 years, these things, 20 years, it's our life, bro. Another
Yeah.
20 years, you know, in my 40s, I would like to have a couple $1 million worth of NFTs. I have 9 NFTs right now in Computer. It's a it's a it's a website from a app called Coming Chat. Specializes in layer two Bitcoin.
Well,
I'm not
if you
too crazy into
notice,
it, but uh, it's fun.
one thing that I was looking at is that crypto.com actually started selling NFTs. Um, let's see where it is. Okay, so I'm on their website now, right?
Yeah,
Something interesting that I'm looking at is they're no longer like, hey, hey, this was dropped, and this is the smart way to do it, and they're doing it right. They're building the hype for the art.
of course.
Back then, I believe, what was it? I know they've been for a while, but back then when they first started, they would just drop it. Like it'd be like, hey, here's an art, buy it, and people would drop crypto into it. People would buy it with their money without actually knowing, hey, this is how much you're gonna probably make if you resell it, right?
Exactly.
Um, Now if you go down here, they're actually telling you, hey, this is how much you can buy it for now, but this is how the auction is going, right? So if you want to do that,
Yeah,
but through the auction, you're able to see, hey, I could probably make this back.
yeah.
So
And
now we're seeing
you're
NFTs as something you can use as a savings, but companies like crypto are looking to keep the flow of the NFTs. Like they're not
yeah,
trying to keep them stuck on a place.
yeah.
For example, right here, give me a sec. What's going on? You alive? You okay? Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we're just live streaming. If you want to watch it, yeah, we're talking. Yeah, but join if you want to see. If you want to hear. You're gonna go out. Ooh, that's good, man. That's good. That's good, man. Well, good luck, man. If anything just watch the stream, bro. We're talking about some stuff that's really interesting. Okay, especially for you that you really wanna hear about crypto and all that shit. All right. So I have a friend of mine. He is really good with crypto. So yeah, you want to hear something from him. You know, he's got some good advice, man. All right, bro. See ya. So I was just talking with somebody.
Yeah. You good?
So this guy actually,
Another bit.
I took some of the advice that you gave me, you know, in terms of like, hey, you know, you should refer people, and to, you
Yeah.
know, to, you know,
Make some money, yeah.
yeah. So he's actually, you know, he actually said a little while ago, and I want to quote him on this. He said, I should have. It's good that you listened, and I should have listened before about going into crypto.
Yeah.
Um, I personally, if I remember correctly, I told you don't force people. But then to be
Yeah.
honest, it's a thing where like if you don't tell them, they're never gonna figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So for that, like you know, I took your advice. I showed it to him, and now he's doing pretty good. So
Good, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what
there's-
matters, man.
Oh, okay, so look,
That's winning is what matters, man. All that other bullshit is just, hey, man, are you gonna win? Like that's all that matters, you know. It's win. Come on, let's win. Crypto's about winning, you know.
yeah,
We are in crypto. I mean, it's about learning, but at the end of the day, it's about getting rich as fuck. And I want to get rich as fuck, and I want you to get rich as fuck. So the only reason I'm telling you is because I want everybody to just be part of it.
yeah.
You know, and if you're smart enough to actually go into it, you know you'll see that okay, maybe if it keeps going the way it's going, it'll be lucrative. You know, but you know, don't just you know that's another reason why I went back to work because it was like you know yeah it's lucrative, but
Boy,
once
you
you see
need the
what really
funds,
happens, yeah,
right? I'm broke myself, but hey,
you need the funds to get in, but once you get out, you're really grateful that you know that you learn. You know,
yeah.
you're just really grateful.
So it's crypto. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so see, this is what I get a lot of pop-ups on, and then this is goes back to what I was telling you about the cryptos that are growing in Ukraine, right?
Yeah,
In Europe, all the ones who begin the Europe are popping up right now because of this same thing. For example, if you see donate crypto, donate credit card. So this is via Red Cross Crescent. So this one, if you notice, they're not they hide it in between their two legs because they know, hey, you know, if we do donations on cash or card,
yeah.
we're gonna get like this
So here's
fees.
crypto as well, just in case. Yeah,
Yeah, so let's do crypto. We don't get many fees, but we can still say we're helping.
yeah, exactly.
So
Uh,
you go back to their website. Their auctions for some of their NFTs going for
Well, I
almost.
mean, if you look in 2014, with they took over Ukraine. The president they have now, he's a former actor and a comedian. Like the guy's actually a celebrity. You know, it's the funniest thing in the world. He got in there and he literally hired his whole ex television crew to be his cabinet in the while he was in office, while he's in office. You know, so they're all it's basically a TV. It's a you're not you know it's probably not going to be headline news, but it's like a TV production of that motherfucker. You know, and it's if you look hard enough, you can find all these little details and kind of connect it. You know, it's known that he's a former actor and comedian. You know, the president of the okay, you if you search up president of Ukraine, it says it right there, former actor comedian, and he hired his whole ex TV crew to work for him. You know, it's just little shit like that where you kind of get down to the reality of it. You're looking at it like, wow, you know, if I was in that situation, why would I personally hire a whole TV crew to work at a political in a political office? you know. And around that time, that's when Bitcoin was starting up. All these cryptos were starting up. It's just all connected some way somehow.
There's this guy who would just posted dumbass stuff on here, man. Sorry about that.
You get me?
So, I'm having to block them.
What do I can do?
Okay, cool. It's been removed.
Take like 4 hours to shower. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hurry up. I'm hungry.
Y'all going out to eat?
She ate. She gave me food poisoning.
No, don't say that.
She gave me old rice. She gave
No,
she, yes, she did. Did you not?
¿Usted no tiene madre?
Hey, mother. Estoy en vivo.
No voy a cancelar el sábado.
I'll say. Me quieren matar.
Oh no.
Let's see. Oh, fucking, I misspelled Ukraine. Great. Don't thank me for this. Okay, cool. So we're here.
don't get
Snap
flagged.
selection, May 25th, 2014.
That's the Ukrainian president.
Yeah. Oh, this is something. It says about Petro. Let's see. Doesn't look right. Let's see. This is what I hate about sometimes the internet. It will give you some random ass stuff. Who was elected? There you go. Now it says 2014, but this is something else, dude. I don't think it was 2014, was it?
Well, they overthrew their government around that time. They absolutely took over. Did you search up president of Ukraine?
There you go, Zelensky. Let's go right here. So, he was born in 1978. Became president on to
Oh, 2003? No,
2019, around 2019, I think.
2019.
Yeah.
He's a former actor and comedian who is the sixth and incumbent president of Ukraine. He grew up as a native Russian speaker. A major city.
Let's see right here. Yeah, like, is that a cat?
Yeah, my cat.
I was like, it better not be a
And
baby, bro.
he's been in a couple of movies. They're actually right down there. You can,
Wait, right here.
yeah, like it's the funniest thing in the world.
LA Live entertainment career. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 2019, April 19, 2008, 2019. So that's when they were first taking like performance in 2018. Yeah. So I believe that it's a weird thing that war incites crypto, but hey,
Well, yes. Every single time there's been a war, the stock market has gone absolutely insane in a
Yeah.
good way. It's the craziest thing.
well, and then if you notice, mainly because it's big companies, manufacturing companies are starting to offer jobs. Money starts flowing, and right now since crypto, it's the not just the cheapest way, but the how can I say, the best way for them not to pay those fees internationally wise, especially during war. It's how the market starts going up because they start offering jobs. There's money flowing. People got especially the military companies that offer military equipment. What's it called? There was one more, armor and stuff like that. You start seeing the validations as well. Especially like you were telling me, QR codes.
Yeah.
QR codes are a big thing in the military.
Yeah.
especially because I know for sure when I have a friend that was in the military, he's like, hey, everything we do is scan. You don't see us no more like, hey, let me write this down. Like, you
Yeah.
no longer see paper whenever they're bringing. Let's say let's say a fucking let's say a jet lands in a ship, right? You no longer see somebody writing down. You see somebody
Yeah.
scanning. Oh, Chris, you still there? What appears that we have lost them. All right. Well. Alrighty, guys. We'll be seeing y'all next time. Oh wait, no, he's back. Oh, he's back. Back again. You gotta
Yo.
get ready, huh?
Yo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, bet. My bad, dude. I exited out on all my apps, so I don't have it.
No worries, man. But yeah, it's like I said, it's
Yeah, they
scanning.
no, they inject you with a huge needle when you get into the army. Everything's tracked and digitalized.
Yeah. So for
Everything.
example, like one of my big things, especially right now, right? I have a printing company, right? So one of the
Yeah.
big things that we use is this. I don't know if you can notice it on the stream. Also
What?
on
Let
the
me see.
call. It's this little QR code.
Got you.
So a lot of stores, especially like the ones that I work with, just want that. They no longer want you to, for example, old stock cards like this one.
Yeah.
They no longer want stuff like this. They want
No.
something like this. Either they
Yeah.
own it, either they use it on a card, and you own it. They don't care. And this is what helps. During this times of war. That's like I go back to crypto, right? This is what keeps crypto flowing. Like you were saying a little moment ago, it helps through the validation processing, right?
Exactly.
So I believe this is not gonna leave, and it's gonna
No.
stay there for a long
Why
time.
would it?
Yeah.
Why would it leave? It makes things a lot simpler. We just can't go overboard with it.
Yeah.
We always do.
Oh man, let's see. All right, guys. Well, it seems that we're about to reach the limit of the cost here on Zoom. But any last words, comments, or anything you want to talk during the next any
No,
preview of what you
just
want to talk next time?
just do your own research. I'd like to talk about I'd like to talk about next time and the lawsuit with the SEC to get you up to date because there's a lot of details in there which kind of just open your eyes to a lot of things. That's
Yeah,
it, man.
'cause-
All right, cool. I think this crypto podcast is a good idea. Always talking about it, it's stimulating your brain. The more you talk about it, the easier it is to understand. But I think it's cool. I like it.
all right. I'll call you the next time. Let's see. On
Yeah, man, we can do it like a once a week thing or once every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Set up about an
definitely.
hour, talk about it.
let's call it the 1 hour crypto talk.
Yeah, let's
Actually,
do
it's
it.
not bad.
Yeah, let's do it. We can. Yeah, I love that.
All right, man.
Give me some stuff to do. Some creative.
Yeah, and then we talk on the moment. We don't talk.
No, just live.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, thank you, Dwayne. If anything,
All right, man.
we'll invite you on the next
Talk
one.
next
I
time.
appreciate you.
All right, bro.
Um, If any other questions, make sure to put them on the comment section on the video. It will be uploaded 30 minutes after we go offline. I'll forward them to Dwayne, and we'll make sure to talk to them next time. All right. Appreciate it, guys, and see you for the next time.
Bye.